Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming on to do a craft with me. This is going to be one of those Polaroid boxes that people send happy mail in. I'm actually making two. So this pink one is going to be a decor piece in my craft room, and then the green one here is going to be a happy mail gift I'm giving to someone. So I have prepped some few things for this project. So I did make the base of the box, and as you can see it opens up like this, and there's also like a matchbox style in here as well, so very cute. I will pop the tutorial that I followed to make this down in the description, and I've also made all of the layering pieces. So I've chosen this, oh no, sorry, I just realized I wrote a giant. When I'm doing things like this, it has multi-layering pieces. I just see I've written a B on there, and I wrote B on the back of this, so I know that this will fit on this side. But I wrote the A on the wrong sheet of paper. Alright, I'll have to find a rubber and I'll get that off. I'm not sure where I put my rubber, it's somewhere. So I have got all of the layering pieces for it. I also prepped a cute shaker lens. So this is just using a circle die to make this. If you're interested to see how to make shakers, I can film a video for you, just let me know. This is gonna go right on the front here, and then I also prepped this little square piece of glitter, which is gonna go there for like the flash. That's kind of the idea that I had. And then the last idea for it is I bought this ribbon the other day. It's like a really nice felty kind of ribbon, but it is wired, which is positive for this project because I want to use that as the camera strap because it's going to stay a strap. So excited for that. So these type of videos I really enjoy because I get to kind of talk about the embellishing process with you, give you some kind of tips and tricks, and then also just kind of have a chat about things that are going on. I'm going to stitch a majority of these panels because I can't make a project without stitching. I feel like it takes it from, you know, like a B to an A+. That's what stitching does to me. And my sewing machine was a pretty big investment. It was about $300-ish, so I am gonna stitch. So I will come back when it's all stitched and then we'll get to matting it together. Okay, so like I said, I stitched all of them and I figured out how I'm going to fix that A because I can't find my rubber. I'm actually just gonna put my little tag on there. So I'm gonna stick these all down with double-sided tape. Yeah, I think this project is gonna be very cute. I think it's going to be such a fun decor piece to have, and also really fun as a happy mail piece because you can send your happy mail goodies in it, and then they could also then use it as a decor piece themselves. So it's that kind of versatile project, which I love. I'm just getting my craft knife. Because of my nails, I can't actually get the backing off of double-sided tape anymore, so I just use a craft knife. Good, easy tip for you. But once this is all stuck on, the idea that I have is kind of just do like a cluster down the bottom, and I want to kind of use, you know, like photo words. So I want it to kind of say like capture or something, or maybe like making memories, just something like that, kind of like more of the words that you would see in the scrapbooking layouts rather than in happy mail, just because it's a camera, so I think it's going to be a lot better. And then we're just going to stick it down like that, and like I said, I'm going to take this piece. I actually just like to kind of go like that to stick the back of things on. And I'm going to take some hot glue. Oh my gosh. My hot glue gun was all tangled. I'm going to just take some hot glue, put it on the back of this, and put that on top of the A, but also in the middle. Because it's at the back, so it's not massively bad, and I'm just gonna squish that down. I can see some edges curling, which is kind of annoying. Do that and then squish it. You just have to hold it for a little bit just so that it gets that tack. I am on the design team for this company, Helmer, but I do like their glues. I've used them all the time. They're really common glue brands that you can get here in Australia. So there's the back, and it's gonna look so cute. So I'm gonna glue on all the panels, and then I'm also gonna glue this into the middle, and I will come back on and we will start the decorating. Okay, so I've got the front on there with my shaker. Oh, it's starting to look like a camera now. I've also put the square on, and I did a Velcro backing. Although this is a decor piece for me, I just kind of wanted to play around with it. Now, I bought this ribbon the other day. It's like a velvet, but it's a wire. So what I've done is I've just pierced some brads in the sides so that it kind of looks like the studs of it, and I'm going to attach it. I'm going to actually attach it like halfway down on it, so that it looks like, you know, the little carry straps. I think that's going to be cute. So I'm just going to use some hot glue to attach that. Make sure I put kind of a fair bit because I've got a big metal piece. So I'll just tip it to the side, go about halfway down, make sure I'm in the center. Love it. Kind of had an idea to pop this, not this big one. This big one's gonna go at the top. It's like the button to, like, you know, take your photo. So I'm gonna do that. And then I also want to take a lighter colored one and put it on the top of like the flash. Not too sure about that, but I'm going to attach this pom-pom. I just kind of hold on to the pom-poms when I'm attaching it, kind of go around in a bit of a circular motion. Let me know in the comments down below if you did craft at the same time with me and what you made. You could put your Instagram link, or you know, maybe if you have a YouTube channel, what you're making at the same time. You can pop that in the description so others can go check it out and I can check it out. So this is what kind of like the basicness of how you could decorate it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cluster here, and I know I want some leaves, and I want to use some chipboard. I think I want to use the owl. It's a very pretty owl, and I think she's just a good size. Something that I started doing about a year ago, and I don't think I'll ever stop doing, is I don't actually use this sticky that's on the back of chipboard. Like, although it's a really good quality, I peel it off because I find I'm gonna put extra wet glue on it either way. So this kind of gives you that extra thing, makes it more secure, makes me be able to move it around without things sticking to it. So that's how I go about it. Then I'm gonna get some, I think I might use some of my newer flowers. That one's a bit big though. But I've got this kind of really pretty, just some new flowers that I received from a pen pal that I thought could kind of go in there. I like that. I also need to find a word because I do actually want a couple of words on there. So I'm gonna look around. I'm still using my Basher Stash 2 kit, so I'm gonna have a look in there, see if there's something that I want to use. I think I might actually use one of these. I know that on hers she kind of had a couple of different buttons, but I think these wood elements will add something to the front. So I'm actually going to use the XOXO one. Put a little bit of hot glue on, and then stick that in the middle of that. I like it. Just looking at the heritage one, see if there's anything I want to use. Could do another birdie. No. No, I'm not going to do that. So like I said, I'm looking for like a word. I might end up just using my good old-fashioned Tim Holtz Small Talk tiny word stickers. Kind of like a go-to for me. I love them. Get one of the spare sheets of paper. I'm going to map the word I want to use. So the word that I've chosen is It's All Perspective. There's one of them. I'm going to do 2. I'm going to mat it on there, and then I'm also going to use black. Could be cool to kind of introduce a darker color, but I think I want to lighten it up a bit more. So I'm also going to do with I've used so many of these. This is my 3rd pack of these. So you think I would know the words by now, but I don't. Actually, I think black could be cool. And do Own Your Dreams as well. So like I said, I'm matting them on the pink, like so. Oh, there's a fly. I'm going to cut it out. There we go. I'm going to put one, oh, actually, where did it go? I'm going to wrap it in some wire. Just to kind of add a nice, fun textural element. Mummy and me crafts did do this, but I love doing this. The way that she decorated it, I think, was really pretty. So this is definitely inspired by the way that she did it, because I thought it was really pretty. I love doing wraps. I think that they're just so nice, add a really good textural element, and I feel like they look like you did a lot more than what you did. Like they look like you put a lot of effort in when you really didn't. That's kind of why I do them. So we'll snip that off. Yes, 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 yes. It's just a little bit of hot glue sticking out, so I'm just going to cut it off. There we go. And this is going to go up the top here, just as like, I don't know, I kind of want it to look like the different, I just burnt my finger. I kind of want it to look like the different elements of a camera. So, like, you know, you've got your flash and then a little bit of like some banding, and I think that these flowers will add a really nice element. I'm going to just pull this one open just a little bit. If you're really careful, you can ruffle the feathers out, but as you can see, these ones have come open a bit too much. So we'll just squish those down a bit more. There we go. So I just wanted to open it a tad bit. We're going to squish them down. So there we go. And I will actually be placing this, I think, across, and I'm going to do something bold. I think I'm going to cut. Oh, well, she might fit. She's going to fit. She's just going to need a lot of foam tape. So I want her to sit there kind of flush, and as you can kind of see there's a big gap. So I'm going to put on the back half of the bird's body here, like maybe 3 layers of, maybe, yeah, 3 layers of foam. Okay, So this might go out of frame for a second, but it's just because I'm trying to squish out on. There we go. I'm gonna stick my hand in it, just as a little tip for you if you can. Just to squish it down, like so. And then I'm gonna take out It's All Perspective word. I'm gonna put some really mini, sorry for my head, some really mini foam tape. I've got some beads on my desk from Lulu Craft. She's a pen pal of mine that she sent me, so I might use those because the colors were matching Garden Party. I only actually have 4 sheets of Garden Party, and I used 2 of them on this. I have done an order for scrapbook.com buying some more because I actually really like it. I saw Market Square, and it's really dark, kind of like much darker than Marigold, which isn't a bad thing. It's just because I'm going into, we're still in summer here, and you know, we're gonna go into autumn next, but our autumn is still pretty hot, like where I live anyway. I live in Queensland. It's called the Sunshine State because we pretty much always have hot, sunny days, which is why I loved the Sunny Days collection, because it was like an all year long collection that I could use. Sorry, I'm just having a look at it. It looks so good. So I think I'm going to pick up some Garden Party, and that'll be what I'm crafting with next, which is going to be really fun. So there we go. I put the It's All Perspective on there. And this is coming together really well. I want to add a few more little like textural elements. So I've got these flower stamens in, I think I might just put 2 golds on. Actually, I'm going to sneak the purple in there because there's purple in this paper. I don't get to use the purple very often. I do love the color purple, but it's not a color that I get to use very often. So when I do this, I fold them in half, I put a circle around it, I let it dry for like 10 seconds, and then I squish it with my fingers and roll it. So that down the bottom it becomes this like pointy, kind of gluey center. And then I put a little bit more glue on, and I put it where I want it to go, which in this case, I want it to go behind our birdie, which I'm going to use my little there we go. I just used my thingo tool here just to kind of stab it in there behind it. Now the bead dangle, the question is where do I want to put it? I think I want to offset it on this side, and I'm actually going to get my crocodile, do the big side, punch a hole here, because this cuts quite well, and I'll get a gold eyelet. These are some new ones that I bought. I'm going to pop that in. This should be good, yep. Set the eyelet so that I can have a charm that hangs off the side here, because that is going to offset really well. Okay. In my desk, I keep this little container that has some random charms in it, but it also has some like pre-made chain. And something I've been doing lately is doing like double dangles. So where I fold it in half like this, and then the clip will go at the top so that it's kind of like a thicker one. So I want it, it's gonna hang like that. I'm just measuring up the size that I want it to be. I kind of want it to hang, I think, yeah, like that. So then I just take my pliers So I have 3 pairs. I have a needle nose, wire cutters, and then just a standard plier set. I just take the plier cutters and just clip them off. This jewelry, it's not called jewelry wire, like jewelry chain is from AliExpress. It's got this big bow as well. No, I mean it looked cute, but it might be a bit too much. Okay, I'm gonna see if there's anything in here I want to use. Okay, so I've chosen a whole bunch of beads. I'm loving the color scheme. So just next to me here, I've just got my eyelet container, and then this is my jump rings, but I do want, is that gonna fit? I think so. I've got this mini lobster clasp that I'm gonna put at the top of this. So we don't need a big one. I'm actually gonna use a really little one. I bought these eyelets from, sorry, not eyelets. I bought the jump rings from AliExpress on the 11/11 sale. I think it was 500 jump rings or something for, I know it was $5. So what I'm doing, I'm just folding it in half and then putting this in the center, and then that will be that, and then, you know, closing it up if it'll let me, and then yeah, closing that up. Sometimes I just grab it with my finger and then take my big one and smash it, but there we go. And then as you can see, it kind of is a double one, so it looks, I like it. I like the way that it looks. I'm going to show you just how I attach some of them, and then I will finish it up. This one here, basically what you're doing with wire wrapped beads is you're turning every bead into a charm, essentially. So I'm going to use just a flat one here, and I just pull it up. Now this is a bit big. I like to leave it with about, I'd say, ½ inch. Which is why I've got wire cutters, and I just cut the wires. I do kind of big ones, and then I just twist it around. It's really hard with this bead, so I will have to fiddle with it a little bit just to get it right, but that's just this particular bead. So then, like I said, you've got your bead, then you take an eyelet, like so. Actually, I want a bigger one. And take a, I keep calling them eyelets, they're jump rings. Take a jump ring, open it, take your bead. I like to hold it while I'm dangling it, and I'm actually going to put this one down the bottom. I just find it the best to kind of see the placement of how it's going to hang on, and then close it. And then you've got a bead on a dangle. So I'm going to make this dangle and then come back to you, but like I said, this dangle's going on here like this, so it'll just kind of hang on the side while it's standing. I'll give you a better perspective, so it'll be kind of like that hanging on there, so it's going to look so pretty. I'm really excited, as you can tell. I'm going to make that, come back, and then we'll be finished, and then it'll be the craft with me. So stay tuned for the final part. Okay, so here it is completely finished. So as you can see, it looks like this. And then on the side, I have a really cute little bead dangle. I got these new jingle bells that I bought, so they look really fun, and some new, are you gonna focus, camera? And just some new beads, and then I've got a shaker, and like I said before, it opens up. It's a bit hard to do with one hand. It opens up here like a matchbox, and then at the top it opens up and you put goodies in there too. So check out our tutorial if you want to make this, and this is going to go as a decor piece in my craft room. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye guys.